Okay guys, we're back here again. Somehow I always seem to fail on these videos as far as having the time to record while I'm building these darn buggies, man. It just always seems like there's never nobody around, or I don't have the time to sit there and try to do it. And this past week we had this dadgum hurricane come through. Literally came right in through here where we live at, so everything's been a mess right here in Horseshoe and Perry, Cross City, you know. It's been a mess, but just wanted to come through with a little update on the Defender. I know, like I said, I was going to try to do a kind of step-by-step on it, and I've failed every time between trucks and side-by-sides and everything trying to do this, and it just never works out in my favor to do the build on a video. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that, but I do have a video here now. What we ended up with on the old buggy here. Everybody was, like I said, crowing on me about the desert sand. I wasn't a real big fan of the desert sand, but here's a little finished video of it. You know, it don't look too bad now that it's lifted. Kind of the normal process around here. I kind of go always with the same things. I kind of don't stray far from what I like normally. Got the Super ATV 4-day arms. The last limited we did the 6-inch boxes and 40s. This one here we decided to go ahead and do the I did the 8-inch boxes. Did 8-inch boxes and 24s and 42-inch BKTs. We did do the XMR snorkel kit again. I'm a big fan of the way it looks. It looks, you know, it looks like it belongs there. So that's why I like the factory kits on these buggies. Had the windows tinted. I think I did a video of that on the last go around. Same light bar and brackets I did on the last one. Like in the last video, this light bar and bracketry setup here, I think I got 125 bucks or so in the light bar, the bracket, and the switch. Like I said, these Jeep brackets, they fit. They look like they were designed for the darn buggy. Something I've kind of gotten to where I do a little more of. You know, the Defenders, I wasn't a real big fan of it. To me, it looks like, you know, it kind of looks a little tacky, but the brake line extensions, it's a pretty common thing to see on the Defenders with boxes on the rears. Rather than tearing the whole lines and everything out on these dudes, I kind of get to where I just do the extensions on the front also. I order a spare set of extensions, and you can see them there. I just built a little drill a hole and tap it there to hold the brake lines on the front. To me, it's way simpler than trying to dig out the brake lines. There's one spot in there where it's riveted down, the factory lines in there, and it's almost impossible to get to, and it sucks. So it's just way easier to add them extensions. Did get everything inside finished as far as the radio. I just did the plates. A couple companies make the plates that goes under the headliners. I did 4 6.5. There's 2 Rockfords there. Did a Rockford up there. Had the Memphis head unit. Turned out pretty nice. I'll step right here to the other side. I actually can't really see it here, but I did behind the seat here. I got a Memphis amp. 750. I think it was a 750 is what I did in the amp. Got the Blue Wave box here with the Blue Wave sub. Same thing I did in my last limited. It fit for pretty decent. Kind of looks like it sticks a little bit out from under the seat, but it kind of matches all the plastic and everything inside. You know, it kind of looks like it's kind of meant to be there in a way. So it sounds really well. Turned out really good there. So there's another photo of everything. You know, you can see. So like I said, here's just kind of an update of the buggy with the lift and tires and wheels on it. Still not real sure if I'm going to leave it the desert sand color. I'm pretty sure I'm either going to go white or black with it. I may just end up wrapping it instead of painting it. That way, if you know, when I decide to get rid of it, if whoever buys it wants it to be the tan color, all I gotta do is peel the wrap off of it and make it simple. But pretty simple build, nothing dramatic. Just, you know, 8-inch portals, 24s, 42s. Turned out real nice. We actually went and rode Saturday night. I think I got a little over 100 miles on it now. Came home Sunday and cleaned it back up. Everything's wet and muddy around here from all the rain off from the hurricane, but other than that, I mean, so far I have no complaints with the buggy, man. Did have a couple little flaws with the buggy during whoever put it together. Actually yesterday I brought it in, pulled it out and brought it back into pole barn, rolled the windows down in it, and everything quit. The windows wouldn't roll up and down, the windshield wiper wouldn't work, nothing, had no power. Pulled all the fuses, checked all the fuses, couldn't find any issues. Could wiggle the ignition switch kind of up and down and everything would go to working. So in my mind I was thinking, well, got a bad ignition switch already. Brand new buggy, bad ignition switch. It happens. Well, just for giggles, I decided I was going to pull the little plate out where the ignition switch is, pulled it out. The main power and ground that runs up to the overhead console, which powers your windows, powers your wiper, and you know, my radios run off of it up there. There's a power and a ground lug behind the dash. Someone decided just to put the ring terminals over the lugs. They never put no washers. They never put any nuts on it. The suspension wise, I've not found any issues or anything, any bolts loose or missing. I went over everything after I got the buggy home, and everything seemed good there, which, you know, I changed out the A-arms and, you know, pulled all the axles and stuff like that loose. Everything there seemed good so far. I did adjust the doors, which is a pretty common thing on them. You know, they're loose. They're not real tight from the factory or when the guys set them, when they put them on, however. But, you know, when you buy these buggies, man, in my opinion, it's unacceptable when you buy a $30,000 side-by-side that the wiring is an issue. As far as someone failing to put nuts on, just someone failing to do their job, pretty much. That's why I don't take my stuff to anybody to be worked on. I do all my own work, and if I can't do it myself, then it don't get done. So that's just my mentality and feelings about it. I know if I would have took it over to the dealership, it'd have been there probably for a week or two for them to figure out, once they finally got it in there, figure out what was going on with it. And I'm sure they would not have came to me and said, hey, look, our guys forgot to put nuts and washers on the main power and ground. You know, they would have found some off the wall, something to come up with. But irregardless, it was a simple fix. I'm glad. Nothing like, you know, nobody wants to buy a brand new buggy and have to take it into the dealer to be worked on immediately. So luckily that was a simple fix. We didn't have to do that. So it worked out pretty darn good. But I just kind of want to get everybody a overview of the buggy after I put the lift, the tires and wheels and all on it. I really have no complaints on the Limiteds, man. I know I see a few people have some complaints on them. Like I said, I had my 22.5. I didn't have it long. Had it just like 3 months, I think, before I had to get rid of it the last go around. This one so far, the AC seems to work great in it. The AC worked great in my blue one. I had no issues with it. I know the AC does work its best around 20 mile an hour. Sitting still works pretty good. You get up around 40-45 mile an hour with it. It seems to push a little more of the hot air up into the cab, you can feel. But I mean, it does work good enough on a 95, 98 degree day to keep you from sweating for sure. I have no complaints. So just kind of want to give everybody a little bit of overview and, you know, let you see the buggy once it was done. I mean, everybody's seen them. Everybody's watched them, and 100 million people over built them and done them so far. But, you know, I just kind of throw this out here. If anybody has any questions, feel free to hit me up.